Agents of Damned is a podcast intended for adults, featuring mature content that includes but is not limited to cursing, swearing, vulgar language and themes, depictions of sexual themes and ideas, and potentially triggering depictions of depression, alcoholism, horror, and emotional and verbal abuse. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Agents of Damned, our actual play D&D podcast featuring myself, your sometimes benevolent, often malevolent dungeon master, Jordan Hoshi Roman. And as always, I am joined by my fellow players.
Hi guys, I'm Katie and I play Faith.
Hey everyone, I'm Christina and I play Wintera.
And I'm Drew McLean, and hey guys, you ever had to Shapatow some Wiz House?
What?
I play the good Dr. Arlo Aegon, sponsored by Pootie Tang.
No!
This is Jordan's fault. Jordan did this.
Jordan
did this.
because I wanted a segue to tell Drew that I didn't listen to his advice and I watched it.
Why would you watch it?
Why would you not
I told you not to watch it.
Why would you not want me to watch it? It was amazing.
It is my people's great shame.
Your people's great shame is a piece of art that should be cherished. I was dying. That movie is so funny.
That belt would even correct him before he had the chance to do wrong. He's looking back and forth, it's like nothing is around him.
I have no idea what is
That
going
belt
on because I
won
have not
special-
watched the show and I don't think I'll ever be able
Wait,
to.
95
It's a movie.
cents.
Show, movie, they're
There ain't no
interchangeable.
power in that belt. Okay.
But yeah, I'm
I'll tell you what, I'm only gonna buy this Saving the World shit for so long.
So, about that recap, because I don't remember what we did last time.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I could try my best to recap Poogie Tang, but that feels like it might be...
No!
No, shot, recap of Pootie Tang, go now.
Dude, I felt like I was on drugs watching that. I couldn't if I wanted to.
Surprise, guys, we're no longer Agents of Damned Age of Despair. This is the Pootie Tang recap show.
Hi guys, welcome to
We are
our
now
new
a
Poogie
Pootie
Tang
Tang-
fan cast. Where only two of us have seen the film, and one of those two
Yeah,
people wishes desperately to have been the only one for the other's sake.
Oh, for the love of...
Okay, I'll do the real thing now. Last time, the agents attempted to get Hrothgar to heal the fallen Commodra after learning that she had succumbed to troll rot. After a tense discussion, the troll agreed to bring everyone into the city beneath the ruins. Once there, an elderly shaman granted the group the ability to understand and communicate with trolls. They then brought Commodra to a healing hut to see if her ailment could be cured. After dropping off Commodra, Hrothgar sought to learn more about the agents, and why Arlo and Kespa chose to fight. During this conversation, Hrothgar mentioned someone that the trolls refer to as the Red Warrior. Arlo immediately needed to know who the Red Warrior was, and the group was brought to a ravine where the trolls had memorialized the fallen soldiers. Among these memorials was the armor of Arlo's father, Jacob Long. It appeared that the trolls had viewed Jacob as a hero worthy of honor, and chose to remember him through his armor. They did, however, return the armor to Arlo, stating that what belongs to a father is meant to empower their child. Afterwards, Arlo and Kespa spoke further with Hrothgar about their purpose in coming to the ruins in the first place. They learned the trolls had been fighting because of the dragonborn invasions that had begun shortly after the eradication of the giants, something that went against the history that Arlo and Kespa had known. The trio decided to see if they could do something to end this pointless battle between the two sides, not wanting to cause further bloodshed without just cause. However, the agents still needed to ascend to the top of the mountain in order to fix the issue that Kespa had with the orcs and prevent a third war, which Hrothgar informed them was impossible due to the fog on the outside of the mountain. The only way to reach the summit was to earn the right by passing a series of trials. Hrothgar went to prepare the trials for his new allies, leaving the agents to rest and prepare. It was then that Winterra finally told Arlo about how his mother had knocked him unconscious, and how his aunt had told them to lie to Arlo about the incident, saying he wanted to handle this on his own way. The group then went to rest up for the trials ahead. And thus we resume our tale. So, it's been a little bit, and I'm sure the audience, like myself, has been asking one simple question that we need to resolve immediately. Winterra, do you eat the boy meat?
Why is that how we're phrasing it?
Hey, what if instead we never phrase it like that ever again?
That's a fantastic question. Now, anyway, what are you doing about that boy meat?
I think Winterra sees this bowl of knees, and I don't know if she notices at first that it's his knees, to be honest. Like, does anyone bother pointing out that it's obviously the kid's knees, or?
I feel like Arlo would probably say something. He'd be like, Winterra, I just want to point out to you that it is, that those are definitely those kids' knees.
What?
Like, they belong to the kid who's serving us.
Oh. And Winterra just, looks utterly perplexed. Like, she's never had to encounter this before in her life. She's like, I've never eaten the knees of someone that didn't cause me harm first, or cause harm to the forest. That feels wrong somehow.
Yeah, I get. Wait, I got an idea. Waiter.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the forest?
What?
How do you feel about the forest?
Fine, I guess.
Damn it.
Would you ever set fire to it?
Well, fire's kind of bad for me and my people, so probably not.
Oh, I definitely can't eat his knees.
Hold, what?
Wait, I have an idea. Waiter, I would like to order.
No, wait. So you're gonna order those knees, have me prepare them, and then he's not even gonna eat them? Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, you haven't done wrong to me or to the forest, and I usually only eat the knees of people that have done that, or animal knees.
Hey, where'd you think they were coming from?
Give her a good solid kick in the leg. That'll do it.
What?
Like,
Don't kick me.
I do think he needs to kick you, Winterra, so you'll be morally okay eating the knees. We need you to kick our friend.
I desperately want to, however, I need you guys to agree to not report this to my manager.
Report what to your manager?
Oh, hey, yeah, no problem. And you're already getting a good tip, so go ahead. You do your thing.
I'm just encouraging this kid to beat Winterra up.
we're holding Winterra down, just get in one good one. Just
Winterra's
you get
frothing
one
at the mouth and fighting back.
This entire time you've been talking with this teenager, he has just had this look of just frustration and just being done with his life. Because, he's a young man trying to find himself, but he's also a fucking teenager, so... But for the first time, you see a genuine and honestly disconcerting smile come across his face as he gets a running start and just right in the shin, just BAM! Hard as he can.
Ow! What the fuck?
Enjoy the meal.
I will. Daryl will eat
and
the
then
knees.
everything turned out okay.
Saith is gonna look disconcertedly at the mop bucket full of
Did I ever describe any of y'all's drinks as in a mop bucket?
yeah.
I recall saying bucket. I don't recall mop being in that description.
Oh well, I mean, bucket's a bucket.
It's a mop
What
bucket
other
now.
kind of buckets are there?
Saints is a mop bucket now, I guess.
Fair
Wait, hold
enough.
on. Jordan, describe for me a other type of bucket.
That would be a bucket that has not had a mop in it.
No, describe for me a bucket that's not a mop bucket. A bucket that could not be a mop bucket.
One that has holes in it.
Man, fuck you.
That's a stupid
I
bucket.
didn't say
That
it was,
is a stupid
I didn't say it was a good bucket.
Miyazaki reference.
I just said it wasn't one that could be a mop bucket.
That is
That was the criteria set upon me.
all right. Well, yeah. So Saith is gonna look down at her mop bucket and she's gonna take a swig of that. I assume I need to make some sort of saving throw.
Yeah, sure, we can have you make a con save, why not?
All right. Saith rolled a 19. Oh well.
You're fine.
Okay, fair.
It's kind of gross a little bit, but you keep it down.
That's, not what I was hoping for, but you know what? It's fine.
You drank out of a mop bucket. What were you expecting?
A drink?
You just hear a loud crunch from Wintera's side of the table. She's like, missing Pepper. And she pulls Pepper out of one of her pockets and throws it on the knees.
Now hold on. Explain.
I just assume she has random spices in her pockets because she's got those cargo
Why?
shorts. She's got the chef feet. I don't know. She hangs out with Orlo.
She does hang out with Orlo.
She does hang out with Orlo.
I will accept this only on the condition that this was never Wintera's idea, but Orlo insists on having emergency ration salt and pepper.
Yes.
I'm imagining like it's like, now if you're going to be cavorting with my daughter, there are a couple of rules. One, you must always keep an emergency spice rack on your person at all times. My
If
daughter
you're not
will not
carrying
have
a lazy Susan, you
seasoned
cannot.
food at any time.
No, and it's not that D&D item that's like the bag of lasting spices
Oh, no,
or whatever
of
that's
course
called.
not.
And no, it's like literally random spices in her cargo shorts that are in the pockets. Like similar to how her dad has like honey and other shit in his pockets. She's
You
taking
just
that
have
on.
a whole ass pepper grinder.
Yeah, pepper. And occasionally there's paprika or another random spice, but it's always like switched out. It's not the same one. So today she's got salt and pepper and like probably oregano.
We're gonna get like attacked by other like cops or something, and you're gonna like have the most suspicious ass shit on you. Like, what's this vial of green stuff?
So it turns out that at some point, Bookworm sewed bags of holding into your cargo shorts for your various spices. Like, so you just have
Bag
like
of spice holding specifically because
Yes.
I'm not letting you get away with that otherwise.
the
Bag of
spice
spice
holding
holding.
specifically. So like one pocket is for, you know, like the Italian spices, and then you've got all of the like capsaicin spices, and then you've
Yeah,
got
a lot
like
of cayenne pepper and
yeah,
jalapenos.
exactly.
I truly thought I was only going to bring up this knee thing and it would last maybe 5 minutes. And then we'd move on to like the actual part of what we were supposed to be doing today, but I guess we're instead talking about spices today. That's fine.
Editing
welcome.
Christina, do not cut out the fact that Wintera has spices on her at all times. I feel like I don't know how yet, but I feel like somehow we'll find use for that.
And then like so the best part about this is that we get all of the druids together, right? And they just make a meal out of what they have on their
Moving
person.
on!
Like Forngo like puts the mushrooms into the pan and we spicing it up.
Gumbo, gumbo,
Druid gumbo.
We are
Druid
not
gumbo.
doing
Druid
this.
gumbo.
Oh.
Druid gumbo, get in the comments.
So you guys leave the restaurant. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before resting for the night?
I left the kid a sizable tip.
You promised you would, so I
Yeah.
assumed.
Yeah, we all kick in like way too much gold, and that kid has like a kick-ass summer.
I feel like it's like we each give like 5 gold each or something, which is like not a lot for us, but for him it's probably an extreme amount.
Well, if you recall from that one kid from Faye Donald's who said he got paid in copper.
Shit, did we tip the Faye Donald's dude?
Yes, you,
course we
Arlo
did.
specifically, because of how bad you felt for him being a McDonald's employee.
Oh, good.
Faye Donald's employey.
Faye Donald's.
Same shit.
I mean,
No,
yeah.
no, it is completely different and legally distinct from McDonald's.
Yeah, the
I
fries
don't
are
want to
cinnamon
hear that
fries.
sponsored by, boy.
I can say that because I know you'll all jump on me and be like, no, we're not.
We should not do that one time and just watch him squirm.
Please don't. Please do not. Well, I guess before we do like our rest, I think Arlo's probably gonna like take a moment to himself, because he's had a big day, and he's gonna kind of Oh wait, yeah. Do we like go to like the place that was recommended to us and talk to that person?
No, we haven't gone there yet. I think we've
Oh, you
only
should
gone to the
probably
food
go to
place.
Are you guys referring to the Backstabbers Inn?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Backstabbers Inn.
Yeah, so you guys can head on over there, talk to the innkeeper, and you mentioned that you know Rothgar. He's like, oh yeah, Rothgar, okay, I guess I can set you guys up in the room.
Thank you, friend.
Yeah. And he, gets you guys your room, so you guys have that now. What exactly would Arlo like to do as his, alone time, as I assume he then promptly leaves the room?
Yeah, I do believe that he would like kind of like leave the room or like at least wait until like everyone had kind of like fallen asleep.
You do not get sleep if, like, everyone is asleep if you were waiting for everyone to fall asleep when Tara is just sitting there. And she's kind of, like, staring space, like, off in space at her glockenspiel. And she's, like, lightly tinking it. But, like, eventually she's just kind of staring. And she's like, I'm just gonna read instead. And then she starts reading the giant fucking novel that is Gone with the Wind Elemental. She's, like, halfway through it. And she keeps, like, skimming over the same page, like, 17 times. But she does not fall asleep if you're waiting for her to fall asleep.
All right, Arlo like leaves the room, but as he leaves the room, he sees Wintera on that same page, and like he's like, man, Wintera's really having a hard time. But part of it also is like, I'm pretty sure Wintera can read, but I'm never entirely sure. And then he just kind of like leaves the room for a bit. Arlo, like, he finds a little, like, a private area to just kind of be by himself, and he rummages through the bag of holding and pulls out his father's old breastplate and just kind of sets it down in front of him after looking at it for a little while. And he also takes his hat off and just kind of, like, sets that on top of it. And he sits down. Polly kind of, like, crawls down off his head and sits in his lap, and he's kind of absentmindedly petting Polly, and, like, he looks at the armor and his, his hat, and just kind of starts talking to his father. And he says, Dad, I never, got to say a proper goodbye. And honestly, with everything, I don't think I've dealt with everything very well. I should have been making more regular visits to kind of check in with you, I guess, especially with the particular vocation I chose earlier on. I just, I hope in whatever afterlife that you are taking part in, that you're doing well. Things are, I want to tell you things are okay down here. They're not. The world's ending. Mom and I were never good, but ever since you've been gone, it was so much worse. Now she's sick, and I don't have any idea how to process or handle that. Part of me just wanted her just out of my life and to leave me alone, but another part of me knows that I'm absolutely not ready for her to just be gone, like really gone. I found your armor. A troll encampment. We're working on building a peace with the trolls. I hope you would be proud of that. I miss you. I miss you a lot. And I I just hope I'm doing a good job. And he quietly puts the armor away, and he picks the hat up and kind of like looks at it for a second. And then for the first time in his life, Arlo realizes that this isn't his hat. And then takes a second before putting that back on as well, and then returns to his room.
So you head back to the room, and as you do, the door actually opens up, and you see Kespa there.
Oh, hey, Casper, what's going on?
Nothing. All right, you okay?
Yep, I was sweating from my eyes.
Is that? Oh, they're really puffy.
Yep, that is an Aegon family trait.
Well, anyway, I actually had something else I needed to take care of. So, wow, this is gonna sound really, really shitty of me. Can I trust you three with these trials?
Are you dipping out on us?
It's not that. It's... I really want to. But I also feel like it would be unwise to leave your mother just alone.
Arlo puts a hand on her shoulder and says, "Then you, my friend, have done something very important. You thought about the situation and you made the choice that was best for everyone, not just the choice that was best for yourself."
Yeah, princess trading and all that shit. You'd be surprised how often they do that.
Well, I think it would also be a very Aegon thing to do. And Arlo reaches into his bag of holding and produces a full-size cowboy hat and places it on her head.
But is it like a plastic, like a party
Nope.
wear hat? Okay. I don't know shit about cowboy hats. I think this is gonna reveal that. But we're gonna say like it is a real good cowboy hat. It got all the best parts and it made it the good stuff, and it's still warm from the hat presses.
The hat presses.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Is this what it sounded like when I had to try and describe a drug trade in
Yes.
that one thing
Absolutely.
of lewd grannies?
100%.
Okay, just checking.
It was honestly the best part.
So she actually like puts her hands up onto the hat and like sort of like takes it off and like looks in it, and she has like more of a genuine smile to her as opposed to like her usual over the top giddiness. And she's like, can I be honest with you for a moment?
Always.
I really thought you were a dick when we first met.
He punches her in the shoulder a little bit and says, "Yeah, I am. But I'm a dick for good."
She pulls out her notebook and writes that one down. It's like, gonna keep a note of that one. But I feel like I do also kind of owe you a bit of an apology. I realize that I kind of come off strong sometimes. I'm an easily excitable person. But the real reason that I was so happy to meet you, it wasn't even that I was really a fan of yours per se. I was more the rest of your clan and all the things that they've done. But with you, I honestly saw you as a potential future rival. Kind of like how your mom and my aunt were. But
Wait, what?
You didn't know about that?
What happened?
Your mom and my aunt, they were like two of the most renowned people in the time out there in army. They didn't like do a whole. Did your mom never talk about the Emerald Venom?
I mean, she talk about the Emerald Venom all the time, like, never in a positive light. Like, oh, the Emerald Venom thinks she's so cool. Oh, the Emerald Venom trying to steal my thunder again. She fucking hated the Emerald Venom. I don't know what that has to do with Ryan, though. Please tell me that has nothing to do with Ryan.
We'll address that later.
Oh, I think I should go to therapy.
Arlo, I could have told you that within like the first 5 minutes of meeting you, even without this part.
You know what? I'm taking the cowboy hat back.
No, you're not.
No, take these back, thieves.
This is mine now.
It's like a slap fight over the cowboy hat. Like, quit it.
No, you gave it to me.
Stop. You gotta rip it. You gotta rip it.
You're gonna rip it. Stop pulling. Do you know how long I've wanted this? Wow, that sounded way more desperate than I meant for it to. Holy shit.
Yeah, you got, he gives her back the hat. He's like, yeah, well, you know what? We're gonna accept that we're both kind of a work in progress.
Yeah. But I would like, after all this thing with the Nightwalkers is done and things are more normal again, to have two of us trying to work together on doing some good. Maybe not side by side, but going in the same direction.
I'd be glad to fight by your side any day. Or at least in the same direction any day.
And on that note, I'm going to go in the direction of your mom to make sure she doesn't wake up and accidentally kill all the trolls here, because she doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, that is her thing she do.
Yeah. Wouldn't really help this whole peace thing we're working on, so if you guys do feel like you need me for any of those trials, like, don't be shy to come and get me, but otherwise I'm gonna be down there making sure you guys don't come out to like a bunch of dead bodies.
Oh yeah, sure. Here, give me your speaking stone number.
Oh yeah, it's 2.
Oh man, you got 2? Mine's 7.
Well, what can I say?
I fucking can't.
So fucking stupid for no reason.
So Takuzma goes off her way. You finally head back upstairs and rest for the night.
Dun 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 dun.
Do you bother asking Wintera why she's still on the same page of Gone with the Wind Elemental, or are you just gonna let her sit?
I would say like I go up to the room and see that you're still on the same page. And first, the first thought that comes to Arlo's mind, he's like, I'm at least 80% sure Wintera can read. And he's like, yeah, all right, yeah, we're gonna assume she can read. She's probably under emotional distress. So Arlo comes up behind you. He's like, hey, bud.
Ah. Oh, hi,
What's going
Arlo.
on?
What? Oh, I'm reading. I'm trying to finish this book so that I can talk to Bookworm about it once we eventually meet up, because we haven't really talked for like weeks, which is, I guess, fine because we've both been really busy. But, yeah, I'm trying to finish this book, and it just, like, I don't get it at all.
Arlo's gonna, take his, big-ass dragon hands and kind of cup your face. And he's like, hey, bud. Gonna need you to do some things for me.
Okay.
Yep, thing number 1. You need to call your girlfriend.
We can't. Speaking stones don't work.
Oh, shit, I forgot. Alright, well, when we're done with this, you gotta call your girlfriend. Also, you admitted she's a girlfriend, called it. Secondly, we're gonna need to, take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth.
Ah!
Alright, that technically counts. And thirdly, relax, alright? We're gonna chill. You're good. You're safe. You're with us. You're also objectively the most dangerous member of our team, so,
That part.
you gotta hold it together.
Oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up, Saith.
Oh, no, I've been awake. If I was asleep, you'd know.
What?
What does that mean?
Do you really think that Saith sleeps silently? Every single night, she dreams the same dream that her best friend is being brutally murdered in front of her.
Yeah, but like we killed that guy, so now like all of your emotional damage disappears all at the same time.
That's,
You know, like
that's
real
how that
life.
works.
You had
We
your
did-
story arc and now you're good.
No.
We did a murder, and now everything is better.
Oh yeah, you do sleep talk a lot when you're actually asleep.
Yep.
Yeah, you're always like, no, Varus, no, or please, no, don't kill him, or oh, that tickles. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, I know that should make sense, Arlo, but trying to convince my brain and my body that is okay and things are okay and that we're underground and most likely okay from Nightwalkers and that things aren't going horribly wrong and all of our friends are possibly dead or any of that. You know, all of that should be easy to kind of throw to the side, but my brain can't stop.
Well, I do have one solution, but I don't know if you're gonna like it.
When Terry's staring at you just blankly, like the
Have you ever
face
heard
with the
of,
line.
You ever heard of Tex-Mex?
Like the food?
Yeah, Texicus Mexicus, the great dragonborn chef, renowned for his particular style of cooking. He made some. He was famous for his version. He didn't invent it. Obviously, Texicus Mexicus did not invent it, but his version of the burrito. So I'm just gonna. All right, you're gonna lay down right over here on this blanket. I'm just gonna fold this here, and then we're just gonna roll this in over here, and boom! Now you're in a burrito, in a blanket burrito. Talk to me about Texicus Mexicus, who usually goes by Tex-Mex.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
I was
don't know
wondering
what the
where that was going.
I don't know where the sentences are going to go when I start them. I am as much on this
I
ride
could
as you
see.
are.
I could see the gears working as soon as you said Tex-Mex because it's
I had like 3 ideas where I thought you were going to go with it when you said, I have another way, and I couldn't have been more wrong.
Oh god, my stomach.
I'm
This is my fear, my
just
stomach.
I thought you were going to pull out whiskey or some
I
shit.
know.
I
That's what I thought,
know.
too.
I mean,
I also thought that was going to be one of the things that I was going to say.
I think when Tara is so confused, she just lets it happen. I think she's not expecting that to be where this is
You're in a
going.
blanket burrito.
I don't think any of us were expecting this to be where that was going.
No one ever expects the blanket burrito.
I think that's a persuasion check to see if Wintera falls asleep is the rule on her thing.
All right, hold on.
Oh yeah, that's right, because you had the thing to persuade to not... I forgot about that. Thanks for being honest.
I am going to burn a commanding presence.
It's a 15, DC 15, to convince her that she's okay and can fall asleep.
I mean, it's before you take a long rest, so if you're going to do it, you might as well.
Yeah, I'm going to burn a
Or is it
commanding
not to?
presence. And that's a 17.
Ooh.
Against all odds, against them all, being in a blanket burrito and like surrounded by friends can like reminds her of when she was in like her cave with her family and they would like bear pile on each other and it's like the pressure of it is like
Baby.
what she needed, like a weighted blanket. And so she does fall asleep and she snores so loud.
Oh,
All right, so now we
she's
know
sleepy.
between her and Bookworm who is the big spoon. Good to know.
Saith is gonna tap Arlo, and in sign language, she's going to say, "Do you know why I know your father was an amazing person?"
Arlo shrugs.
She's just gonna go, "Because you. Because you are who you are."
Arlo feels that like tingling like well up through his body. That like so like I hope if you are listening to this, like you've led a charmed enough life that you have never felt this feeling, but that feeling of like, oh, I am going to cry so hard is going to cry I am. So he feels that feeling like well up, and just like his knees kind of like buckle a little bit, and he just kind of like falls into Saith and just kind of like starts sobbing.
Oh, she's just gonna hold him.
And now, a quick word from our sponsors.
Yeah, and so I was just, I was talking about the thing, you know, with the...
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. No,
Drew, oh my God.
Drew?
Are you okay?
Drew? You good?
Oh, God, no!
Yes.
Oh no, they got him.
Yes.
Turned into the dice gremlin.
It is I, the Dice Goblin.
Gremlin.
Goblin.
I wrote the commercial. It's the fucking Dice Goblin. Katie.
Oh no, not the Dice Goblin. Dice Goblin, why are you here?
I am here for I am the dark passenger within you all that you cannot sate.
He's right. I feel the need to buy dice now, but wherever will I do that?
You'll never be able to get enough high-quality dice at a low price to satiate me. There is no such place to get such things.
That's not true.
What?
You could go to www.adventuredice.ca and put in the code AGENTS at your time of purchase. You'll get 10% off.
Wow, do they have, like, a wide variety of things to choose from? Like, regular dice, small dice, big dice, wooden dice, metal dice, sharp-edged dice, and,
Even D6 and D10 sets.
Wait, they have D6s and D10 sets? Shit!
Exactly, and you can get almost every single set with the exception of the Andrea's Adventures Charity set.
that's still over 300 dice to choose from!
So many dice! Your dice goblin will surely be satisfied.
Now, with all of these dice available, the Dark Passenger has been sated and I am vanquished. No!
Oh god, did you die?
Hey guys, what's up? What did I miss?
There he is. He's all good.
Hey, thanks AdventureDice.ca!
I don't know what's going on. I left to get a sandwich.
Yeah, so the night passes by. Eventually, everyone is asleep. You all gain the benefits of a long rest. And as you all depart from the inn, you are greeted by Rothgar.
Alright, hope you all slept well. Arlo, are you okay? You look like you've been crying a lot.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We were watching
your eyes are really
tear-jerking
puffy.
rom-coms all night.
I also had a bunch of very spicy dishes.
Oh, yeah.
Arlo, when did you
That makes
eat
sense.
things that were spicy? The only thing you really ate was that really, really, really charred chicken.
I also snuck a bunch of the cayenne pepper from one of your pouches and put that on it.
I don't have cayenne pepper in any of my pouches right now, just oregano.
Nope, you have cayenne. You used to have cayenne pepper. Now I use it all. You no longer have cayenne pepper. You weren't keeping track of it properly.
Nope, I definitely would
This
remember if
makes
I had
sense to
cayenne
me.
pepper.
Hey, Hrothgar, I have a question.
Yeah?
Do you guys, do you guys do mail?
Male, female, doesn't make a difference.
No, I mean, like, sending letters to people.
Not really.
Okay. I was just trying to get word back to our people that we're not dead.
No, we're pretty contained. Wait,
totally
wait,
fair.
Wait, you by your do you mean a nearby encampment?
Not nearby.
I'm curious what you mean by you because I don't know how far you think we'd be able to get a letter even if we did right now.
Well, I would be aware that it would probably take a lot of time, but
I mean,
Say, don't
there's-
you have that message spell?
our speaking stones aren't working, so we,
Yeah, like say there's other magic spells that could work. I don't personally know any of them, but
well then. Proceed.
Yeah, Saith, don't you know that one message spell?
I think the spell you're thinking of is sending because message is a cantrip.
yeah, no, it's
Uh-huh.
not message. It's I think sending is right. It's like a second or
That's like
third level spell.
That's a third level spell.
Never mind.
I mean, Saith might have it. She has 3rd level spells. I don't know if she would have picked it.
No, I don't even have like a. Saith spells or warlock spells are really kind of complicated, and
Yeah, like we would need like a bard or a cleric or a wizard probably for this particular spell.
I mean, technically I'm a wizard, but only... Like, if you quantified wizard on a level of 1 to 10, or I guess 1 to 20, I'm only like at a 1.
I keep forgetting you're a wizard now.
I know, right? Isn't it fucking weird?
It's weird.
Really blows the old mind there. Just pops your gourd.
Anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that I managed to get everything set up so you'll be able to face off against the trials at your leisure.
Thank you, Hrothgar.
Of course. If you would like, I can guide you over to the trial chamber now.
Yeah. Well, first
Yes.
I wanted to kind of give you something celebratory for our new partnership / friendship ?
I feel as though you've already bestowed a great honor upon me, and he pokes the little hat that you gave him last time.
Oh, no, that's that's one thing, but this is a little bit more personal, and he hands him a little baggie of some mirth weed.
Oh,
Well, now, I don't know, you just seem like you party, so now you can get high, Hrothgar.
So Hrothgar guides you guys over towards the trial chambers. As he brings you there, it takes you guys a decent way out of the city, more towards where you would assume the center of the mountain is, and you are brought to this large cylindrical room made entirely of stone, lit only by torches, and there are these 6 statues of the different kinds of giants. One of a hill giant, one of a fire giant, a frost giant, a stone giant, a cloud giant, and then, of course, a storm giant. And underneath each of these towering statues is a doorway with what appears to be some writing on it, specifically what is written in giant. So you are all capable of reading this. And Hrothgar turns to you and says,
now, all 6 trials must be conquered, but there is no order or time limit to how quickly you are required to do them. I will say, though, it seems as though you all must ascend with some urgency, so just realize that that is the only thing dictating how quickly you must move. Otherwise, all you must do is pass the test within each chamber. They will test different aspects of you as a person to see if you are worthy of ascending to the peak of the giants. Any questions?
I have one out of character question.
yeah, what's up?
Would Arlo know what his father's armor does?
Yeah, I would say that you would be aware that it enhances your draconic resistance. Mechanically speaking, it is +3 armor plate, and whenever you finish a long rest, you may choose to alter your draconic resistance to one of the other damage types.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I would say Arlo has after taking his moment with it, kind of made his peace with it and gone he's gonna look to Hrothgar and he's like, I've got one question.
Yes.
Would I have time to get changed real quick?
Again, there is no time limit.
Alright, I'll be right back. And he kind of he leaves and he comes back. He looks visibly uncomfortable when you see him come back, but he is wearing his father's armor.
That armor suits you, Arlo.
I agree, friend.
And he's kind of tugging on it just if you've ever seen a kid in a prom tuxedo that clearly has not worn anything formal before in their life. He looks like that. He looks yeah, I'll get used to it. It's just gonna take a minute.
Hey, Rothgar,
Yes.
are there any weird rules we need to know about for the trials?
He points to each of the doors and says,
On each entrance, there is a riddle that will describe. Look, I didn't write them.
When Tara's like head leaning back, like I'm so tired of riddles.
Blame the giants that made this. It's not. We just guard it, okay?
Why the Fae and giants have to like riddles?
All old people like riddles.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll kind of tell you what it is that you need to do. They're fairly straightforward for the most part.
Okay.
he puts a hand on his shoulder, like,
Don't worry, understanding the riddle is not super important to. It's more like a hint. It's not required to pass them. You should be fine.
Okay, good. When Tara looks at Arlo and is like, your call.
Well, going off of giant knowledge, if these are correlative to the average strength of the giant as far as their difficulty, we might want to start with the easiest one. No offense to any giant or giant kind, but I do believe they'll probably be hill giant.
I see y'all head on over to the hill giant door.
That's where Arlo's leading, when Tara's following Arlo.
Yep.
Alright. So as you get there, the inscription on the door says, Test of the Wise. A path unlit, terrors wander. To fight or to flee, this you must ponder.
When Tara does not like the way that riddle sounds.
Nope. Fight or flight. Let's do this.
Why these things always got a rhyme?
You guys look back to Rothgar, and he's just like, mm.
We have to walk on a dark path and see nightmares? Is that what that riddle's telling us? That sounds not fun.
I don't think it's that bad. I mean, we've ridden nightmares, and they're pretty chill.
Arlo.
See? You see, it's not fun from the other end, is it?
Okay, let's get the scary hill giant test over with.
Hey, Wintera,
What?
I did change into new armor, but there is something I still have.
No.
Yeah, I think we need to
No.
roll grapple checks then, because you're
No.
going in that Bjorn. You're going in that Bjorn, baby! You're going in that Bjorn!
Do you guys remember when Arlo got stuck in the Bjorn, and then he was like, hey, I realize now this may have been not
This
great
sucked.
of me? Remember back then?
Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, I did do a character growth.
How quickly we forget.
I never claimed to be able to remember things.
You claim the opposite, actually.
Yeah.
Alright, so guys open into the door, and sure enough, it is pitch black inside. What you see is just this, what looks like a corridor that you can only see about like 5 feet into before the darkness just completely eclipses anything. And as you all proceed inside, behind you, the door closes. And from further inside, you hear. As moans of suffering can be heard echoing throughout the chambers ahead of you. Is there anything you guys would like to do before you walk further in?
So is this darkness, is it like magical so we can't necessarily see further than 5 feet ahead of us? Or is it just that like it's normal, it's dark and so we can see like our normal dark vision stuff and Saith with whatever Saith's dark vision stuff is?
You guys can see as if normal dark vision, but it looks almost blurred for some reason. So you can still see, just not quite as clearly as normal.
Okay.
What happens if I druid craft like a small light?
you do that, and it does produce the light, but it doesn't reach terribly far. Like, the light, like, it doesn't, you can't even see the walls from where you are.
Wintera just diminishes it. She's like, that is more of a hurt than a help, so we're just gonna not do that.
Is there, like, are there lights in this room that just aren't on?
Not that you can tell just by standing there.
Dang.
It sounds like we have to just kind of go through and either fight something or run from something. From the riddle.
Maybe it needs help.
Maybe. We going forward?
Yeah, it seems like the way to go.
Okay.
March.
So, what is your, speaking of that, what is your marching order?
I'd say Arlo's out in front.
Wintera's
Alright.
probably in the middle so that if she does anything that is a group effect, it will just go around all of us.
And Saith and Puddin are holding up the rear.
Yep. Okay, so you guys make your way forward. As you continue, the corridor seems to stretch on farther and farther and farther, with no signs of the light getting any brighter. And the moans oddly seem to quiet themselves as you get further down. Soon you guys come across this, like a branching path. And Arlo, I need you to roll me a perception check.
Get ready to get percepted. That's a 7.
Wow.
Alright, so yeah, you guys have these two branching paths. What do you do?
Does the sound louder from either direction?
It's gone quiet.
Arlo, what are we doing?
Let's take the one on the left.
Okay, let's go on the left.
Okay. You guys begin to move over towards the left. As you all do. Safe. Roll me a perception check.
21.
As Arlo and Wintera move ahead, something catches your eye approaching from the right path. It's blurred by the darkness, which, even with your empowered sight, something seems to be sort of distorting it in a way. But you are still able to see this creature. It appears humanoid, save for its long arms that drag down against the floor as it walks. Its sunken, hollowed eyes, and its long, open maw that looks like it could swallow any of you whole, begins approaching. Its hands raised, and it is if you don't do something, it is going to get one of you. What do you do? This is bullet time right now.
Yeah, so Saith is gonna panically point behind her. Like, bring it to your attention.
Saith, what are you freaking... Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Hey, Arlo, we need to move faster, probably.
So you guys start running.
So I feel like Arlo, knowing how these kind of tests would usually go, he's like, well, my instinct would be to hit shit. And this is probably like one of those tests where like you shouldn't do what your first thought process is, so we should probably hightail it.
Running, got it. Okay, let's go. Wintera will quickly cast Pass Without Trace on the group as we run.
Okay. I'm honestly surprised you guys didn't do that before.
I forgot.
Good job.
Yeah.
Question: is there a verbal component to Pass Without Trace?
I mean, there is, but we've been talking, so I feel like it won't necessarily make a difference.
My logic on that is I imagine, because there are things like subtle sorcery, that verbal components in a spell are generally going to be kind of louder. than whisper talking. And I just want to make this thing roll a perception check, so... If this doesn't get noticed, then you guys aren't going to have to worry about it necessarily, but because you didn't cast it before going in...
I mean, that's fair.
Holy shit.
Oh no.
So, this thing hears you casting this spell, and it lets out this horrid screech. And you begin to hear more shuffling from around you. You still cast the spell, you still have its effect, but these things are now enclosing in around you guys, so you guys are going to need to move fast.
Does Winterra have that one spell that makes us run faster?
No.
Well,
But I do have something that can go fast. I will go ahead and wild shape into a, let's say, draft horse. That's probably one of the faster things she can do that we carry both of
Yeah,
them.
big boy.
Yeah, so she'll change into a warhorse. It's a 60-foot base, 120.
Damn,
120.
60 foot.
Yeah, 60 foot, 120.
Nice.
A horse.
A horse.
Alright, so when Terra turns into a warse, Saith and Arlo are scooped up on top of it, and here is how we are now going to be doing this. I will say that since Winterra's current MO is to book it the fuck on out of there, Saith and Arlo, you guys can make perception checks in order to try and find, like when you guys hit different branching paths, to try and find the path of least resistance. Otherwise, you guys are going to run into these things, and then the only way to continue going past them would be to take opportunity attacks, which may or may not be devastating, who knows. And then if there's anything you guys can do to buff those in any way, then you are free to do that. But for now, as you all are running down this path, still being silenced by the Pass Without Trace so that you are not being immediately detected by clopping,
Like, totally makes sense. That phrase is just funny.
No, I know.
Clomping.
Only the degenerates will know why that's funny.
I assume also Arlo or Saith, whoever is, I'm assuming Arlo, since he was up front first in the leading group, could also direct Winterra, the Warse, in any particular direction, or like as well as you can when you are leading horses
fully.
when you're riding on them. So
Winterra, when you're a horse, why do you still have bear ears?
Wait, is that a thing? I would love
It
if
is
all
now.
of Winterra's like wild shape forms have little
they
bear
have the bear
ears
ears and the burn scar down her back of her neck, and so
Oh,
there's
that's
just
not as much. That's not as
That's
funny.
not as fun.
Why'd you make it sad?
I was really imagining like literally like a little fucking like like a headband but with bear ears.
no,
Why'd you make it real?
because all
Trying
of
to
her
have
wild
fun
shapes
here.
do have her burn on them.
Man,
I do like that. That's a nice little
Made it
detail.
sad.
Anyway, time to make it scary. So you guys are making your way down as fast as you can, and you come across a intersection. Arlo and Saith, go ahead and roll your perception checks to see if you can tell where these things are coming from.
Making our way downtown, riding fast.
Saith rolled a 22.
Creatures pass and we're running. I got a 15.
Okay, so with that, you guys are able to tell that it sounds like there are... Not that there are more of them, but that the ones that are there are closer on the path to the left. So, Arlo, you're able to guide Winterra to turn right. As you continue to ride, you soon come across another one, this time a three-way intersection. Go ahead and roll again.
Saith got another 22.
That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, so with this one, you hear that there are two paths that seem to have these things converging on you, and so the straight path seems to be the only option for you right now.
Hey, the straight path isn't the only option. So, no,
You're right, you can find out what these things are. You can go down either left or right.
I was doing a bit.
I know what you were doing, and I will not be gender shamed, damn you. So, you guys head down the center path, and as you do, Wintera, roll me a perception check.
Oh boy. Let's see what a Worse's perception is.
I think when you're wild shape, all your mental stats are still the same.
That's a good question. Hang on, let me double check.
That sounds right.
I mean, it sounds like it probably is right. I don't wild shape a lot when we're actually doing combat, usually for shenanigans.
I'd argue this is pretty shenanigan-y.
Your game statistics are replaced by the statistics of the beast, but you retain your alignment, personality, and intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores. So perception
Okay, there
would
we
still
go.
be good. Cool.
So the Beast Boy ruling stands.
The Beast Boy ruling stands.
The Beast Boy ruling stands.
I got a 22, also. Weird.
Okay, so as you are running through, you notice as during one of your strides, you hear a click from underneath you.
Oh, no.
And that suddenly puts you, like, aware of, like, more on edge on your surroundings, and you notice that there is a pit that has opened up in front of you. You can't see anything really underneath it, but you can tell that there is not floor where there should be.
Does it look like there's floor on the other side and we can jump it?
It does, but it looks like it is one hell of a jump.
We're at least gonna try making this jump and we'll deal with something else after.
Okay, go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Okay. That's a really good time for a nat 20, so 24.
Yep, that you jump up into the air. Everyone else is sort of like listening for stuff, so they're a little bit caught off guard when you just suddenly go airborne, leaping clean over and continuing on with your stride. After a while of continuing forward, you suddenly see that again, it looks like there's this, like, just the floor sort of just stops in front of you, but there's nothing beyond it, so you're sort of forced to come to a stop.
Like one of those sliding stops in the movies.
Yeah. No, real
Yeah, like the
dramatic.
Akira slide.
Yeah, and you get, like, right up on the edge, a little bit of dust and a couple stones flies off the side, just to let you know how close that really was. But God, was it dramatic and looked cool.
Well, no. We run fully off of the edge, look down, notice that we're off the edge, run right back on before the gravity
No.
takes us.
No,
Hold up a
not
sign that
one.
said "Yikes."
No, not that one.
I don't know, what kind of a Looney Tunes one?
That's what we call a bridge too far for me right now. And what you are able to perceive is that there is this large gorge with a door on the other side. And beneath you is just pitch black, but you can hear more moaning and wailing from within. So it sounds like if you drop down there, things get real bad real quick. But the chasm itself the hole itself appears to be 120 foot wide.
Wintero, I need you to go back to your regular manlet size.
Wintera will go back to being Wintera sized and they fall off of her because she's, like, little now.
I fully imagine that, like, when you turned back, you were just, like, on your hands and knees like a horse, and they were just, like, sitting on your back, and you just, like, push them off.
That too.
I always imagine her transformations like...
Arlo was on her shoulders, and Saith was holding onto her like a
You were
piggyback.
something small of her back.
I always imagine her transformations as like a puff of smoke, like a Fairly Odd Parents transformation.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
Oh, you don't like to imagine Animorphs where it's just gross and takes way too long?
I mean,
Nope.
Okay, what's up? What are we doing?
Well, we're gonna need to fly across, and I don't think you can turn anything that can fly.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
You can summon things that can fly.
I can turn into things that can fly too. I have a flying speed, Arlo. I
Oh,
got that. If we were talking about this in the terms of like weird druid leveling, I got that several levels back.
all right. Turn into something that can fly.
I mean, yeah, I can turn into something that can fly, or I can summon something that can fly, whatever we want that's better. Although I will say that if
I have a flying beast too.
And I've got my ink wings.
whatever that we do, it probably should be quick, but I will say that the whole conjuring thing will be spoken, since, like, that might be a problem, so...
Yeah, we should probably go with non-verbal things.
Yeah, I'll summon the hippogriff.
Is that verbal?
No,
No,
that's just the
it's-
innate ability that she has.
Alright, I'll pop my ink
Yep.
wings.
So a beautiful purple and black feathered hippogriff appears to Saith and to Wintera, and it bows very deeply
Oh.
and then lowers itself to allow Saith and Wintera to get on. But Saith holds you back for a second. She doesn't let you get on right away. She bows to the hippogriff first, and then waits for her to chitter, and then gives you the go-ahead to do it.
Oh.
Fucking Harry Potter nerds.
I am a Harry Potter nerd.
Atlas. We're a Dungeons and Dragons podcast, and that was still the nerdiest thing any of us have ever done.
Bite me. So, Spectre does accept you right away and allows you to hop on.
Thank God, because if you decided otherwise, that'd make this real awkward.
That'd be real
And Hector
complicated.
was just like, you know what? I'm not feeling
Yeah,
it today,
she'd
and
be
just
like-
flew the fuck off. Wait, did I call him Hector?
Like, oh, come on, Spectre.
Spectre.
I think I said Hector.
Wintera does what Saith was just doing, where she's like holding like Saith's waist while she sits behind her.
hmm
And Arlo is flying beside you on his inked wings.
Yes, you begin flying out, and as you reach about the halfway threshold, from above, a light suddenly shines down, and it illuminates the entire space, including the bottom of the pit, which is swarming with these creatures. They look almost like an ocean of them. And they all look up and scream and begin clambering up the walls, including towards the door.
Mm.
You guys need to move now.
Hey Saith, I think we should go. Wintera's like patting on Saith's shoulder, like, how fast can Spectre fly?
60 feet.
Okay, you are able to get there. Arlo, what is your flying speed?
I think it's the same as my, movement.
Okay. So you are able to go
If I
about-
dash, how far away am I from the door?
I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I know that there's nothing wrong with it, but my brain was just like, can you dash while flying? And I know mechanically, yes, you can, but it's like, my brain just shut off for a second.
Can you dash while flying? Is there a way for Superman to fly faster?
No, it's like, because dash very much implies, your legs. And so I just imagine you, running while flying, and it was a weird visual.
It's like one of those Scooby-Doo, where they're running in place for a second before they,
Yeah, my
move
mind
forward.
just shut down on that, and I had to process that for a second. Yeah, with that, so you book it as fast as you can. These things begin just scrambling up, World War Z style, almost reaching up to the door, and you guys just barely burst through. Out the same door that you guys came through the first time and are now back in the central testing chamber.
I, for a second, thought you were just going to say, out the same door that you came in, and, you're back at the beginning of the board, do it again, you did it wrong.
I would have been so mad. I'd have been
Matt.
legitimately upset.
That would have been really funny. No. The opposite way. And as you guys turn back towards the statue, you see that the door has closed and the statue's eyes are now lit.
I'm gonna take that as a good sign.
I really hope that's a good sign because I don't want to deal with those things.
Oh, hey, our I know our speaking stones aren't working for, contacting people outside of here. Are they working for contacting, one another?
Like, the people right next to you?
No, I think he means for Kespa.
In general?
You can try.
I try to call Kespa.
Alright, you, pull up Kespa's number.
I dial 2.
Yeah, you dial 2. Thank you. And it is just static.
Alright.
We can have Bug take a message to Kespa if you want.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Bug.
How could you forget about Bug?
Hey, do you summon Bug?
I mean, I can. I won't be able to wild shape again if I do, but...
Oh, never mind. We might need that.
Who knows how many more corridors I'm going to need you guys to run down.
I mean, is there a bug or something? Not my bug, but a different bug? We can have that take a message to Kespa too.
Oh yeah, you can speak to animals and stuff.
I mean...
But Kespa can't speak to the animal.
Kespa doesn't need to speak to the animals. It's an animal messenger spell, Arlo.
Oh. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, you can find a bug on the wall or something.
Like a bug or a mole or some other underground creature.
Yeah, no, there's definitely some cave bugs.
When Tara just grabs the creepiest looking one off the wall, it may or may not be trying to bite her, and she's just holding up to Arlo. What do you want us to tell Kespa?
Can you ask her to, tell her, all right, we got one down. Also, my mom's wearing a scarf, and if you could, just, lift that off her real quick and then bring that to me, that would be very helpful. I forgot to grab that.
I'm
seeing George's face as he's displeased with me.
Alright, yeah, so when Tara, pulls out, a piece, a small little bite of jerky, feeds it to the weird little bitey, upset-looking bug that she's just disturbed.
It grabs it, and its mouth is not where you thought it was.
It's where it's right in the middle.
It's right in the middle.
It's right in the middle.
It's
right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
That's upsetting. She will relay a very brief, because it has to be under 25 words, message of, hey, made it past first trial. Arlo wants scarf his mom is wearing. Can you get that to us?
Arlo wants mom's scarf.
Arlo, is there anything else?
Can you put a little less than symbol and a 3 and then Arlo? Actually, no, don't do that. It'd be weird.
And then the message cuts off because it's just finishing Arlo's thing. And she just kind of is all right, go. And she blows, the bug will go to the specified...
Someone count out the words, how much of that could be on there? Unless it's 3 Arlo. Actually, no, that would be weird.
So she does the thing, the bug will go to the specified location she had told it, which was to wherever the fuck that was that Arlo's mom and Kespa are at, the infirmary or what?
The healing hut.
Healing hut.
I paid attention this time.
Yay.
It's not my arc, I don't need to pay attention to where things are.
You're the note taker, you do.
No.
Arlo's entire arc is just a big scribble on a page, I don't know, some shit happened.
Christina, we rely on you so much for our continuity.
So
please.
It'll go to the healing hut and look for the green dragonborn that she described Kespa as being. It will take however long it takes a bug to get there.
Yeah. This thing produces its wings and just flies off, and it's just something about the way it flies just looks wrong.
Don't like that.
Like a palmetto bug. We wait an acceptable amount of elapsed time.
Okay, so you guys are just gonna sit by and wait for this bug.
I mean, we could read the other giants, though, right? We don't have to, do the trial. We could just, see the riddle. Can we do that?
Yeah, let's read the riddles.
Yeah, what's the next
let's read
riddle?
the riddles.
Alright, if you guys are just gonna read all of them, I'll just go in order. The flame giant is the test of the strong, and its riddle is, loyal to a fault, strong as the mountains, prove your worth, for their reward ordained.
That one didn't rhyme.
Look, mountain is a hard word to rhyme.
Fountain.
What the fuck would I have said to make fountain make sense?
What
You think-
was the first?
you
What was
think
the first
fountain?
part of it? Wait, read the first part of
You
it.
think fountain wasn't the first
No, read
fucking
the first
word I
part of it.
thought
I'm gonna
of to
rhyme it with
rhyme
fountain. I'm gonna rhyme it with fountain. Read the
No.
first part of it. Come on.
You said you were paying attention. Go fuck yourself.
No, read it again. Read it again.
The next one is
Fucking-
the Frost Giant. The test of the resolute. A frozen heart encased in ice. Harden your resolve, lest you endure the vice. Next is the Stone Giant. Test of the mind. A world of treasures, all that you seek. Your heart's desire, can you reach?
Little slant rhyme. I'll allow it.
I'm not asking your acceptance. The Cloud Giants is the test of the heart. A comrade's trust, an invaluable thing. But if one were to vanish, could the imposter you ping?
Oh, that's pretty sus. Pretty sus, bro.
And then finally, the test of the storm. Or the Storm Giant. To brave the storm, your choice must be sure. To survive the storm, your movements must endure.
I mean, we gotta do the Among Us room next.
The Cloud Giant, yeah.
Yep.
So that would be the Cloud Giant chamber. Alright. So you guys...
But do we have time for Kespa to like show back up with the scarf?
Kespa does not show up. Instead, you see like this little flying drone thing approach you guys. And attached to it is a note that just has a thumbs up and a note that said, "Your mom bites when she sleeps."
Seems pretty convenient, but alright. Arlo goes like, oh shit. Arlo's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It's not like you already have a means of fucking flying, you cheap bitch.
You made it last less long.
An hour a day is still more than enough for how you use it. It's fine.
I like the when it lasts all the times. We're going to the Among Us room.
All right. I'm just imagining the statue having like a weird hat.
Is it wearing a banana peel on his head? Also, the statue has like a statue that is exactly itself but slightly smaller right next to it.
No, it doesn't have any of that, but it should. Alright, so you guys enter into this door, and it just looks like it just enters into like this smaller room, and as you enter, the door closes. There's like a little bench there, a fridge that has like some drinks and stuff in it, and a button on the side of the wall that just reads, press when ready to begin. You guys see, like, after a while, like, a couple other people come in, but then, like, leave.
Oh, I bet this room didn't have that before.
No, it always did. I definitely had, it's in my notes. I'd show you, but we're moving on, so.
Alright, we finally have enough. Ah, damn it.
I mean, we don't have to wait for the room to be full, Arlo. We can just go whenever.
I mean, yeah, but it's not as fun. Also, we're gonna use proximity chat or... Nah. Alright, yeah, we hit the button.
A bright light envelops the room, and then the light fades, and you guys are still in the room, with the only difference being that there is now a small orb in the center, and the orb emits this little vocal cue, which says, "One of you is no longer who they seem. Your friend is safe, but until you can find the fake, you cannot leave."
Christina, why are you making that face?
Because I just like, this is like. Weird.
Oh no, to be clear, I have not picked anyone
No, there's
yet.
no one picked. I'm just like,
Okay.
we play with video now, so I'm just like, this is gonna be real hard for all of us because we all bad.
So, I have a d6 right now.
Okay.
I'm going to roll it to decide which one of you is going to be the fake. And then I will privately message you on Discord to let you know that you are the fake. So all of y'all have your Discords pulled up so that it's not suspicious that you suddenly start looking over. I want to try and keep this as fair as possible. I know if I text the person, that'll give it away immediately. And then from there, we will do initiative. So you will each get 1 round of getting to ask a question of everyone, do some sort of a spell or whatever it is that you want to do, and then at the end of that round, you guys need to decide who you think is the fake. An action will only be taken on majority rules, and if you accidentally pick the wrong person, then the other person has to fight the imposter.
Oh. Oh boy.
Begin! It has been revealed. Everyone roll initiative.
Wow, that's a shit initiative.
What's my initiative?
Dirty 20.
I got a 16.
I got a 6.
Say, you are the first one to get to act. What would you like to do to try and ascertain who you believe the fake is? I will also say, for the fake, you are able to, at the top of each round, select a person and choose to read their thoughts, at which point you can read their surface level thoughts, and you have some insight as to who you are supposed to be pretending to be. So not deep memories, but just what the others know of this person. You don't have to tell me who it is that you are targeting, just keep that person in mind.
Okay, so Seath is gonna look at Arlo and...
Hey, you gotta remind me about that lady that, the older one that you were really into when you were younger. Do you remember her name? What was her name?
I do not have a thing for older women, and you cannot prove that I do.
Right? So you had a fling though. And listen, I'm not judging. I think it's hot.
Look, I get you want to verify my identity. Can we verify my identity with things that we did not agree to never speak of again? Can we verify with other stuff? Like, hey, Arlo, how's it going? You sure like your hammer? Like shit like that. More, less deeply embarrassing things for me. I've had a rough day.
Listen, these are the things that they're not immediately gonna know.
I'm gonna say that's gonna be it for Saint's turn. Just to avoid too much badgering, gotta keep it fair. Arlo.
Alright,
What are you doing?
Nothing. Nothing, I'm just looking at you in your eyes. No.
Man, you know what I love about this podcast? All the visual gags.
Okay,
really great for the listeners at home.
Alright, Katie.
Listen.
Katie, who plays Saith, who I cannot see in my actual meat space and intimidate into telling the truth.
Meat space?
Meat space.
We have plenty of boy meat.
We exist in the meat space. Alright.
I don't want it to be called a meat space. Oh, I have to.
Alright, Saith.
Okay.
Gosh, I really should have paid more attention to the names of people in your backstory. Where did you get your sword?
My sword? My rapier? Varus, my best friend.
Cool.
Oh yeah, and I can do this too. Can I summon Varus?
No.
I was like, and how is Varus?
Well, I just tried to summon him and I can't.
Cool.
Weird.
I mean, he's usually so lively.
Hang on a minute. Is pudding around me?
Where do you usually keep pudding?
I mean, he's usually my shadow base. He's literally he follows me around like a shadow. I mean, he is a shadow. on the ground, a puddle. So I'm not in Sailor Oobleck form. But he would just be following me around at my side, pretty much.
Okay. I would say then that you look down, try and make Pudding move about, and he does. Pudding is there.
Okay.
Alright,
All
so
right.
Safe
I can handle.
does have the goo boy.
Okay, I am a little bit panicked about not being able to summon Varus. Varus, you there, buddy?
You don't hear anything.
Varus? I swear to God. Okay, I can't even
Okay,
hear
guys.
him. Wintera, can you hear?
Yeah, Safe can usually talk to Varus, but she can't right now, which is not great.
Wait, Wintera.
Yeah.
You also have a companion that you can hear in your head.
Yep.
What's his name?
You have gone out of order, ma'am.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's Matera's turn, I think, right?
Yes.
Sorry.
What is my companion's name, Saith? When Tara looks at Saith quizzically.
Ooh,
Mm.
the plot.
I have a question. I'm going to start casting something. But first, can I hear Pendleton's thoughts?
You cannot.
Interesting. Okay. This takes like a full-on minute, so we may resolve this before this actually happens.
Okay.
I'm going to start casting Bond Jump, which does not specify I have to be able to see them, just that they're within a mile of me. And it teleports me to the creature that I choose.
I'm sorry, what spell is this again?
It's Bond Jump, it's from Stibbles.
Okay.
You use the power of your bond with an ally to instantly teleport to them.
That's busted. That's truly busted.
I love that.
As stated, it does take a minute, so...
It does take a minute.
It does
so
take a minute.
I'm gonna start casting this spell and be like, I don't think. Okay, so I do have to declare who it is at first. I'm a little suspicious of Saith, so I'm gonna initially like set it on Saith. So like when Tara just like has like in one of her cargo shorts a piece of Saith's hair, and she's just like holding it, and she twirls it around her finger.
That's a wild thing to just pull out.
Hey,
She's
hey,
Have a piece of my hair.
hey, hey.
she's like, oh, I have one of Arlo's scales too.
Wintera, why do you have those things?
I want to feel close to you guys at all times.
I don't like that answer. That is a bad answer.
I mean, if you're the real Saith, then I'll just jump over to you. But if you're not, I'll jump over to wherever the real Saith is. So
I'm here for it. Let's do it.
You almost fucking killed me, god damn it. Everyone at
You can
home,
keep asking your
don't
questions,
ever
though.
don't ever drink in D&D.
Oh, my Lord.
It's dangerous. Holy shit. Okay, so your thing is going to be casting this spell then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that brings us to the end of this round. Who does everyone think is the fake as of right now?
I don't know that there is one, honestly.
Yeah, we're allowed to like not
Yeah,
vote for the
can
round,
we-
like similar to how like in Among Us.
Yeah, you guys can just choose not to vote if you see.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a no vote on this first one.
Okay, then. Back up to the top, the fake, as you guys have so pointed out, if there is one, may choose a different target to mind link with. And that is going to be Say's turn.
Saith is gonna just kind of sigh, and she's like,
I don't like this test. I don't like the feeling of not trusting you two. I've gotten enough of that in my life, and right now I just kind of need this test to formalize so that I know I haven't been given any clues that either of you are not who you say you are, and I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. But I do know that I really want to give you both a hug because I don't like the thought of you suspecting me. So,
For everyone at home, Katie
Hug?
has just stretched out her arms as if to receive a hug. And once again forgotten that this is an audio format and she needs to speak.
Arlo goes in for the hug.
Wintera will go into the hug, but shift as well, so she can grasp both of them.
You do not shift.
Oh.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
I told you it's weird. I don't like it.
Okay, it is weird that Wintera can't shift. Now, I get us not being able to be in contact with others, but I'm quite sure Wintera can usually shift.
What the fuck? I haven't been able to not shift since I was like a toddler.
You had
It's the
shifting
weirdest
problems as a
thing.
toddler?
Most shifters do, actually. You can't control exactly when or how long or how often you shift. You kind of, it's like a baby snake with their venom. It's really, really weird.
Little Wintera going to school, and then she's just like, sorry, I'm a bear this week.
We've gone over this. I did not have that kind of thing that you guys do with school.
That's right.
So we're going to go ahead and say it seems like Saith is abstaining this round, so we're going to go ahead and let Drew go now.
Wintera,
Yes, Arlo?
what is your favorite food?
Knees.
Dang it. Well, that's all I got.
Second to nachos. Nachos are pretty good too,
Wait, since when have you liked nachos?
because they're nacho knees. Do you like that? Bookworm had to come up with that a while back.
Gotta be Wintera. Arlo has to be the
hate
imposter. I'm
so
sorry.
much.
You are so Wintera. It
Cheese
hurts.
And
If
crackers.
you're the imposter, you are like the
Cheese
best damn Wintera
and
imposter there
crackers.
is. I just can't.
Sausage and bacon and beans and all the breakfast meats.
What is happening?
Just the nacho knees joke.
God.
This is out of character. This hurts me, Drew, the human person.
I'm going to say it's Wintera's turn now because I don't want to rest on that any longer. I want to move on, thank you.
Okay. Arlo, what was the name of the person at Damned that also stays in the same area as Odart?
I don't want to be viewed as the imposter, but I feel like you give me more credit for paying attention to our coworkers than I actually do. And I like what?
I know. That's very Arlo.
Like as far as like HQ, you guys know I mainly hang out with you guys and like not really anybody else.
So that's going to be the end of that round. Who does everyone think is the imposter?
I think it's Arlo.
I think it's Arlo.
I think it's Wintera because she can't shift right now, and that's suspicious as hell.
Safe
How's that
can't-
not the thing?
Safe can't summon Varus right now either.
Yeah, you can summon Vars and like not being able to summon something like, oh yeah, we're
I
cut
also
off
can't
from
talk
them
to
in a pocket
Pendleton right now.
dimension. Yeah, like we're cut off from them somehow. Not being able to shift, that's an ability that Wintera has innately from in her blood that she doesn't have right now. And that huge overactive that's some Christina acting, yeah, let's put the blame on my husbando.
Yeah, see, but the thing is, this is Drew's overcompensation of, I'm gonna try to make it seem like the blame isn't on me, but yeah, see that fucking face right now? It's your fucking lying face, it's Arlo!
And as Wintera and Saith point to Arlo, and Arlo scrambles desperately, the illusion fades into a doppelganger. It's like, ah, shit.
Ha! Give us our friend back, you bastard.
Your friend's back in the other room. Just head on out. And he points to the door. That was good, though. That was pretty clever. I thought I had you.
Wintera's mean mugging this guy.
We may have spent a little too much time together over the last, how many months?
Hey, it's cool. And this doppelganger goes up to Saith, puts his hand, and hey, just so you know, I get it. This one can make people uncomfortable sometimes. You did good. Don't let it get to you, kid.
Thanks, friend.
No problem. Also, when you guys get back outside this room, all your stuff will work again. It's just something to, like, kind of keep it interesting, like, anything that's, like, not sort of, like, magically learned, that's, like, sort of part of you or has become part of you gets shut off in this room, so that's why half that stuff didn't work.
That's
Thanks,
cool.
I hate it. Okay, I'm gonna leave
Yeah,
now, because
most
I don't
people
like not
do.
being able to
Sorry.
shift again. Bye.
Alright, see ya.
Yeah, like literally as soon as she leaves the room, she's like, Boris, say something.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's better. Thank you.
moan!
Okay, it's not like that. It's just
You have told me things that make me doubt that.
When Tara, like, claps Arlo on the back as soon as they are in the room, she's like, yeah, the second the doppelganger said that you only hang out with us, I knew that was a lie because you definitely don't. You spend a lot of time with other people. Honestly, I think you spend the least amount of time with us compared to other people at Damned.
Can I also say, like, when you guys go to the other room, like, Arl's in the other room, and, like, he's got, like, this, like, you know, they have, like, this little, like, crystal sphere set up that's, like, hooked up by, like, these, like, vines with runes, like, carved into them, into, like, what looks to be some sort of, like, this big, like, you know, runic block, that has other vines connected to it into, like, a smaller runic block that Arlo is holding on to. And he's just, like, hitting little, like, spheres and buttons on the small runic block, making this little man, like, jump up and down on the crystal sphere. And he's just like, I love super plumber adventure saving.
Oh, Arlo. Oh, when Tara does quickly check in with Pendleton, like, oh, Pendleton, are you okay?
Yeah, went kind of quiet for a bit. What was up with that?
Some weird doppelganger room, they, like, shut off anything that's, like, not magically learned, like any of our items, and I couldn't shift, and that really sucked, but I wanted to make sure you were okay,
weird.
because I knew that when, like, I died, that was a problem when you couldn't talk to me, so I wanted to make sure you were doing good.
Oh yeah, you guys, when they bring you in and they, like, you know, they pick you as the imposter, like, look, we're gonna send someone in, they're gonna be fine with your friends, and they let you just play this game this whole time. You just get a free pass. It was great.
That's cool, Arlo. Pendleton, are you okay?
Yeah, no, it was more like I kind of, like, got put down for a nap almost.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
How's this game, Arlo? Is it fun?
Yeah, I'm on the last level right now. Just give me like 1 minute. Just give me a second.
And then wait. As he's doing that, when Tara, like, suddenly finishes, like, the bond jump and she goes backwards to say, she's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
oh
Yeah, you shift, like, 2 feet over and just bump into her.
Just-
Sorry.
you're fine.
Yeah, Rothgar was also, like, sitting at near a different orb where he was watching inside. Like, he was watching you guys figure it out. I was like, how bad? I asked him to watch with me, but he didn't want to.
I did. It just, like you said, you can watch with me or you can play this game. And I was like, well, let me try it out. And I'm still trying it out. I'm almost done. I'm almost done.
Well, the game's over now.
Okay, cool. But that, I'm so close. I'm so close to the last level.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Oh no. That is a natural one.
Oh, buddy.
You are fighting against the final boss, this weird turtle monster that likes to throw shovels at you, and you see an opening. You duck and jive, you manage to get your way over there, and you jump, but that fucking turtle jumps at the last second, and you die.
And he proudly proclaims, ha ha ha, your prince was in another castle this entire time anyway, you fuck.
Which is weird, because that's normally not his job to say that, but...
Arlo goes, no!
And that is where we shall pause our tale for now.
Yay!
Hello, everyone. This is your sometimes benevolent, often malevolent Dungeon Master, Jordan Hoshi Roman, thanking you all for listening to this episode. I won't go anywhere just yet. We got some hilarious bloopers at the end that you want to listen to. Before that, a few quick plugs. Most notably, our Patreon. Head on over to patreon.com/agentsofdamned so you can get access to all of the bonus content we have to offer, including our peek behind the screen after show, our monthly Tales of series, And our monthly shoutouts. This month goes to SC Lark and Paul from the other podcast that we've worked with before, Bard Rock Cafe. You also get access to our monthly one-shot raffles where you get to participate in a one-shot with the cast. They've always been a lot of fun, so pick a level and support the show. You can also find out more about us over on our website at agentsofdamn.com, where you can get full cast bios, transcriptions of the episodes, and access to our merch, which you can also find at tpublic.com/user/AOD. You can find us on all of our socials at Facebook with AOD, Instagram and TikTok at Agents of Damned, and Twitter at Agents of D. Our Twitters are myself at Pokechap, Christina at Greekachu, Katie at Missy Mystery, spelled MYSSY Mystery, and Drew over at Liger Cero, Liger CER and the number 0. You can also join us over on our Discord, which you can find links to on our Linktree and occasionally on our Twitter. So just keep an eye for all that. Really fun server. I recommend hopping on. Also, check us out on Twitch every Saturday, or most Saturdays, starting at noon to see whatever we happen to be streaming at the time. It's kind of just a mixed bag of whatever we feel like doing. A lot of fun. Come check it out at twitch.tv/AODcast. Finally, don't forget to leave us a review on your podcasting platform of choice and share the show with a friend. Every little bit helps us to grow and make the show better for you. Until next time. Bye.
Well, you gruesome oaf. Do you see anything that you like?
I mean, I guess there's some good stuff here, but I don't know, it's all too prissy for my taste. Yeah, I think it's more like for the everyman and doesn't sacrifice on comfort in any way.
I'm going to ignore how hurtful that comment was. Let's see. Something that is intended for any one person, but also is comfortable. I'm going to do something I normally wouldn't do and recommend a competitor. Have you thought about Black Feather Apparel?
Who that?
Black Feather Apparel is an online retailer that sells a wide variety of graphic tees.
I do like me a graphic tee.
Not only that, but they also have several hoodies that are equally as gorgeous as they are comfortable.
Alright, well, what about like my lower half? I'm glad that my upper half will be nice and comfy, but I don't want my buttock to get all chilly.
My goodness, you're so boorish. Fortunately, they also carry several different sweatpants and leggings, each as comfortable as the last.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with that. Sounds like a much better fit than your crap. Where can I find them?
My goodness, I hate you so much. You can find them at blackfeatherapparel.com. You can also find them on Facebook and Instagram under the same name. Remember, you big stupid oaf, it's blackfeatherapparel.com.
Oh shit! I left my dice box in my bag.
Katie!
I'm sorry.
The one thing we need for D&D.
We do this. We've been doing this for so long now. How? How has she not figured this out yet?
The AOD drinking game is anytime we cut out having Katie misplacing her dice box and it ends up in a blooper reel.
We'd have to string all those together because otherwise it's the worst drinking game ever because you get one like, per hour to 2 hour long block.
I don't know, someone could make a supercut of it.
A supercut of all the times Katie forgot her dice. Well, that's not really much of a drinking game. Then it's just you die.
Yeah.
No. It's the My Immortal fanfiction version of AOD's drinking game. I don't know if you've ever done...
I mean, I feel like we can apply a certain amount of logic to that's definitely how that would work because, say hypothetically if Raven and Beast Boy were having a go at each other and Raven wanted Beast Boy to assume a different form, it wouldn't be so that, she would still expect him to still like be mentally there and know what he's doing. So
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine that Raven would have him turn into a horse without
with a horse
the
brain.
protection of. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that might be part of it for her.
Oh,
I feel like we would have known in the comics that he literally just turns into like a animal-brained person.
Yep, that is an Aegon family trait.
No, it's not, Arlo. You've
Shut
never
up.
said anything about that. Winter's still awake.
Arlo throws a big rock at you.
I meant like the entrance of the inn, but
I thought
okay.
you meant back up to the room, because that was where I assumed he was heading back to.
Entrance of the inn, I would assume. I think I had to go outside.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I was laughing when Tara pokes her head out of a fucking window like, no,
I'm
it's
about to say,
not.
that shot with a rock is fucking 1 in a million then.
It's just like, no, it's not. Like, from a window. Like, you've been listening the whole fucking time.
Trick shot that shit off the rim. And flying out there.
Wait, hold on. This is actually a relevant question. I remember you mentioning once that like Arlo's mom had like a scarf that did a similar thing. Like, was Jacob like in a similar core? Like, did he have a fly scarf?
No, he did not have anything like that.
Okay,
that was something specifically that your mom had.
All right, I just wanted to check.
Well, she still has it, but
oh shit, I should have taken that.
Why? She's unconscious. She can't do anything with it.
I know. I was like, oh man, I should have taken that.
Well, you can loot your mom's corpse later.
She is not going to die.
You don't know that.
Fuck you.
We don't know that.
I bet you thought the same thing about Wintero once, didn't you?
I'm gonna punch you in the stomach. I'm gonna punch you in the stomach so hard you dry heave.
I'm just gonna wake up one morning from Dragon Con.
I'm gonna wake up one morning in my own home with Drew just singing above
like a
me.
sunbeam's gonna like come through your window and like hit you in the eye. You're gonna like wake up like, another wonderful.
So the sunbeam was actually Drew assaulting me in my own home.
So anyway, this whole flying shenanigan.